Well, hello, and welcome to the PJH, or welcome back, baby, or welcome for the first time to the PJH Writing Command Center. And here we go. I am Paul John Househaven of God Bless the Keg Publishing, LLC. And amongst other things, we do these YouTube videos and have a little fun and throw some ideas out there and talk about music and other subjects. And I write books and I take pictures and I do all kinds of crazy stuff. So today we're back for our rated series. And if you watch one of the other videos about the Electric Light Orchestra, you'll know they're one of my favorite bands. Certainly Jeff Lynne is held in high regard as a musical genius. And I just love his work, not only with ELO, but all the other great things Mr. Lynne has done. I'm just going to point out one thing on Jeff Lynne. Here on the big video channel, there's a series of videos of acoustic. It's Jeff Lynne acoustic, and it's in his house, which I believe is in California, maybe outside of LA. And they film it in the house itself, and it's so cool. What a great house. And he's with his good buddy Richard Tandy, and it's just Jeff Lynne on the acoustic and Mr. Tandy on piano. And he's got a cool bar in there, and you can see all the amazing gold records. I bet might be platinum records, I don't know, obviously. Mr. Lynne has been at it for a long time at great success, and it's just wonderful, wonderful music. And I wish he would release that I don't know how many songs. I think there's 3 or 4 songs posted on there, and one of them we're going to talk about. But at any rate, what a great, and no auto-tune. Yeah, somebody, when I was first getting into music reviews and writing, and we'd all collaborate and sit, and he would say, Paulie, you can sing or you can't sing. And I know artists nowadays use auto-tune for effect, and I understand they want some reverb or echo or whatever, but some signal processing on it, and I understand that. But to use auto-tune to make up for the fact that you can't sing a lick is wrong, in my opinion. But no auto-tune, Mr. Lynne just with a microphone, and Richard Tandy. Check them out. Great, great video. Shows you the talent of Jeff Lynne. So today on the Rated, we are going to do the 5 best deep tracks of studio records by ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. And what we mean by deep cuts, deep tracks, they're the songs that are hidden within the records. They weren't hits, they weren't released as singles, or might even not even be well-known songs, but they're hidden gems within the confines of those records. And I always love deep tracks, deep cuts. I look past the great hits, Telephone Line and Do Ya and Mr. Blue Sky and all the great songs by ELO and Evil Woman, and just look at those deep tracks, and you can find these hidden gems. So here are our 5 best, with 5 being really great and 1 being fantastic. And the first one comes from the movie soundtrack that Mr. Lynne wrote for the movie Xanadu. And the title track of Xanadu is really cool. It is one of the great songs that Mr. Lynne wrote. And of course, the movie got absolutely trashed. The late, great, beautiful woman, Olivia Newton-John. What a talent, what a beautiful woman. Excuse me, rest in peace. Great memories, Grease, obviously, but all her great studio records. What a great performer. What a beautiful, beautiful woman. And just a great voice. And some great songs were written. I think it's Mr. Farr, if I remember right, was the premier songwriter for her. But from the Xanadu, it's The Fall is our number 5 deep track cut by ELO. I love The Fall, and it's got a really cool video that goes with it. What a great melody, great percussion work on The Fall. But typical Jeff Lynne, typical, catchy, wonderful melody, sung really well. He can almost go falsetto at times and come back down with his vocal range. Very underrated vocalist, a great voice. And obviously his songwriting talents are absolutely amazing. So The Fall from the Xanadu movie soundtrack, bad movie, great soundtrack. Great performers. I think Gene Kelly was in that movie. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff. So number 4 comes from the Fire on High record, which we already rated in our other rated as one of ELO's great studio records. And it is One Summer Dream, which is a flowing, gentle, gorgeous melody that invokes exactly the atmosphere of a lazy, hazy summer day. Maybe you're out fishing or you're floating on a raft in the pool or whatever. There's some bands to me, and this might be a seasonal weird oddity of my eccentric personality, but like Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull is a winter band. It's just something about Tull. Even before they did the Christmas record that they did, they're a cold weather band. Gordon Lightfoot, the great Canadian singer-songwriter, he's a cold weather guy. Maybe the Canadian thing. But to me, ELO is a summer band, and I'll play ELO almost all summer long. One Summer Dream epitomizes that. Great melody, once more, another great vocal performance by Jeff Lynne. So that is number 4, and it is One Summer Dream. Number 3 comes from Out of the Blue. They're a great classic record, and it's Over. I love the song. I sing along with the song, even though with my horrible New Jersey accent. Another music expert told me great singers have no accent, so I guess I'm disqualified. But at any rate, it's Over. Great vocal harmonies, wonderful tempo on the song, and Kelly on bass, the late great Kelly, and forgive me with my accent, Grewcut. I'm sure I mispronounced that, or mispronounced it, I should say. In New Jersey, we don't talk properly. And Kelly on vocals, he had an amazing vocal range. I can remember going to Electric Light Orchestra concerts, and he would come out during sound checks and checking his instruments and interact with the early concert goers, and he would actually sing. And he had almost like an operatic vocal range. He was a fun guy. I was sorry to hear that him and Mr. Lynn had a little financial falling out, as often happens. But I think they patched it up, and I hope they did before he passed away. My old man used to say, "Don't go in business with family and friends." But he was a great vocal talent, and It's Over has amazing layered harmonies to the song. Catchy, some great drumming on that song too. So that is our number 3. Our number 2 comes from the masterpiece record Time by ELO. And it's one of the bonus cuts. And on one of my other videos, I mentioned how the song was probably a bonus because it didn't fit in with the storytelling portion of it, with this being a time traveler story and the person going to the year 2095. But it's Julie, Don't Live Here. And what a great catchy song, as all of the Time melodies are. They're just all upbeat tempo, really fun to dance to, sing to. And it probably is a bonus track because Mr. Lynn didn't allow it to fit into the storyline properly. It's about the time traveler, and he comes back to his old time, his old world. And his girlfriend, Julie, she don't live there anymore. It goes to her house, her street. But a remarkable song from a remarkable album. Julie, Don't Live Here is our number 2 hidden deep track. Number 1 comes from a New World record. And I've often said, if you're getting into ELO and you want to start Electric Light Orchestra, music adventures start with a new world record, even over Out of the Blue. Because this thing, this recording is just stacked. Every single song is 5 stars. And it's funny because on the back there's 5 stars, and I don't know the significance of that, but I agree if it's rating the music. The number 1 deep track is Shangri-La. And I'm being an old prog rocker, and some people will argue that ELO, of course, their early releases, their first, maybe the second, maybe even the third, maybe even up to Face the Music with Fire on High is progressive rock, and I agree with that. Then Jeff Lynne moved more towards the poppy sounds and the big hit singles that they put out. But Shangri-La has a number of different tempos, maybe even different chord structure and time signatures that might be considered semi-prog rock, but it just flows from a certain tempo and into another, and it's quite a long cut on a relatively short recording. I love Shangri-La. I think it's the epitome of a song that ends a great record. That last track, and Shangri-La just sums it up. Another great vocal performance. That's my number 1 hidden deep track of the Electric Light Orchestra. So thanks for tuning in. I'm sure you have your own opinions, and that's what makes music so wonderful. Everybody is subjective and objective, and I love that. So you can give us a like, you can give us a dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. You won't hurt my feelings. I'm just a guy from Paterson, New Jersey. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.